Lamelo Ball is one of the best young players in the league, dazzling crowds with his fancy handles and jaw-dropping passes. Lamelo won Rookie of the Year, averaging 16, 6, and 6, and improved to an All-Star in his second season. But as most know, Lamelo didn't have the smoothest path to the NBA, starting off at Chino Hills with his brothers, then playing overseas in Lithuania, to playing in his dad's own basketball league, to finally going back to high school to play with Spire Academy. All the moving around tanked Lamelo's ranking and draft stock, but after a successful season at Spire, Lamelo was finally back on the rankings, but only as the 21st best recruit in his class. Who were those 20 players, you might ask? Well, welcome to Bebo Threads. This is Where Are They Now? Every player ranked above Lamelo Ball. Ranked 20th in the class of 2019, one spot above Lamelo was Akong Wu. Lamelo and Akong Wu were actually teammates when Lamelo still played for Chino Hills. If you ever watched videos of the three Ball brothers playing together at Chino Hills, you might have noticed a 6'9" lengthy center being the anchor on defense. That would be Akong Wu. After his senior season at Chino Hills, Akong Wu dominated in his only season at USC, averaging 16 points and 8 rebounds, which was good enough to get him drafted 6th in the 2020 NBA draft. Akong Wu has shown improvement in each of his first 3 seasons for the Hawks, going from averaging 5 points, 3 rebounds, and 0.7 blocks in his rookie year to averaging 10 points, 7 rebounds, and 1.3 blocks this past season. Ranked 19th was power forward Trenton Wofford. Playing for Mountain Brook High School, Wofford broke the Alabama career rebounding record. Wofford played 2 seasons of college ball at LSU. In his freshman season, Wofford played well, averaging 14 points and 7 rebounds per game. Although originally declaring for the 2020 NBA draft, Wofford ultimately decided to play another season at LSU where he increased his averages to 16 points and 7 rebounds. Although another successful season at LSU, Wofford entered the 2021 NBA draft and went undrafted. Wofford was picked up by the Blazers in his first 2 seasons and he played well. This summer, the Blazers waived Wofford, who was then picked up by the Nets. Armando Baycott was the 18th ranked recruit in the class of 2019 and the center on that stacked 2018 IMG Academy team that featured 4 future NBA players. Not only did this team gain millions and millions of views on YouTube, they also won the Geico National Championship. He decided to play college ball for the North Carolina Tar Heels. Armando has played excellent for the Tar Heels in his first 4 seasons, becoming their all-time leader in rebounds and double-doubles. Armando recently decided to return to North Carolina for his 5th year, made possible because of COVID-19 pandemic. Ranked 17th in the class of 2019 was power forward Precious Achiuwa. Precious was born in Nigeria and only began to play basketball in the 8th grade when he moved to the US. Ahead of his senior season, Precious transferred to basketball powerhouse Montverde Academy. After averaging 14 points and 7 rebounds, leading Montverde to the semifinals of the Geico High School Nationals, he played college ball for Memphis. Precious averaged 16 points and 11 rebounds, which led him to be drafted 20th by the Miami Heat. Involved in the trade that sent Kyle Lowry to the Heat, Precious has been a solid role player for the Raptors, averaging 9 points and 6 rebounds last season. Ranked 16th in the class of 2019 was center Isaiah Mobley. You might know him as the older brother of Evan Mobley. After averaging 19 points and 13 rebounds in his senior season for Rancho Christian High School, Isaiah played college ball for USC. Isaiah played 3 years at USC, averaging 14 points and 8 rebounds in his junior season, which got him drafted in the 2nd round by the Cavaliers, once again reuniting with his brother. Isaiah didn't get much playing time last season, only averaging 2 points per game. Ranked 15th was Brian Antoine, an athletic guard that played with Scotty Lewis, another 5-star recruit ranked above Lamelo Ball. After averaging 21 points and being a McDonald's All-American in his senior season, Brian committed to Villanova. Although being a 5-star recruit, Brian struggled to find playing time and after 3 unproductive seasons, transferred to Radford in 2022. Being in his 5th year of college basketball, it's unlikely that playing in the NBA is in the cards for Brian. 5-star power forward Jeremiah RobinsonEarl was the 14th ranked recruit in the class of 2019, one of the members of that 2018 IMG Academy team that won Geico Nationals. He played college ball at Villanova. In his first season, he averaged 10 points and 9 rebounds, which led him to become the Big East Freshman of the Year. He returned for his sophomore year, averaging 15 points and 8.5 rebounds. Jeremiah entered the 21 NBA draft and was selected with the 32nd pick by the OKC Thunder. In his 2-year career, he's been a solid role player, averaging 7 points and 5 rebounds per game. Ranked at number 13 is a player that everybody should know, and that would be Tyrese Maxiell. After dominating in high school, Maxiell carried it over to Kentucky where he averaged 14 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Set to be the number 1 seed for March Madness, Maxiell's season was cut short because of COVID-19. Maxiell declared for the NBA draft and somehow slipped to the 76ers at pick 21. Looking back, that would be a huge mistake, as Maxiell is now one of the best young scorers in the league, averaging 20 points and 4 assists on crazy efficiency last season. The 12th ranked player was small forward Khalil Whitney, and although being a 5-star recruit, he's not as widely known as some of the other players on this list. After a successful high school career, Whitney teamed up with Tyrese Maxiell on Kentucky, but unlike Maxiell, Whitney had a terrible season, only averaging 3 points and 2 rebounds per game. During the middle of the season, Whitney left Kentucky and declared for the draft. After going undrafted, Whitney played for 2 G League teams, played for the CEBL, and last played again in the G League before being waived. Ranked 11th was power forward Matthew Hurt, another player not as well known. After averaging 37 points and 12 rebounds in his senior season, Matthew committed to play college ball at Duke. Matthew would declare for the 21 draft after a sophomore season at Duke where he averaged 18 points and 6 rebounds. Although going undrafted, Hurt was picked up by the Memphis Hustle, the Grizzlies G League team. Last season for the Hustle, Hurt averaged 15 points and 4 rebounds, shooting 39% from the 3. Pretty impressive for a power forward. Athletic shooting guard Scotty Lewis was the number 10 player in the class of 2019. He played with previously mentioned Brian Antoine at Rainey School. After dominating in high school and even catching the eyes of Kevin Durant, Lewis played college ball for the Florida Gators. After 2 seasons at Florida, the Hornets drafted Lewis with pick 56. After a season with the Hornets G League team, Lewis broke his leg during the 2022 Summer League and it's unclear where he is now. Most people may know Nico Manion, who is ranked number 9. Nico was the Italian guard who went viral for crossing defenders and putting them on posters. After averaging a crazy 43 points and 6 assists for Pinnacle High School, Nico committed to Arizona with his friend and player ranked 1 spot above him, Josh Green. After averaging 14 points and 5 assists as a freshman, Nico was drafted 48th by the Warriors. After a short stint with the Santa Cruz Warriors, Nico is now playing overseas in Spain. Running the wing for that 2018 IMG Academy team was Josh Green. He was the number 8 ranked recruit in the class of 2019, known for his high-flying dunks. Josh played college ball for the Arizona Wildcats with his close friend Nico Manion. In his lone year at Arizona, Josh averaged 12 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1.5 steals per game, which is good enough to get him drafted by the Mavericks with the 18th pick in the 2020 NBA draft. He has developed into a solid role player, averaging 9 points last season. Ranked 7th in the class of 2019 was Jayden McDaniels. Jayden was a lengthy 6'11 forward who averaged 23 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 blocks in his senior season. Jayden played 1 year of college ball for Washington where he averaged 13 points and 6 rebounds. After being drafted with the 28th pick by the Lakers, he was traded to the Timberwolves for Dennis Scrotum. Now, Jayden is regarded as one of the league's best defenders and also averaged 12 points per game last season. Ranked 6th in the class of 2019 was big man Vernon Carter Jr. After winning a state title and averaging 22 points and 9 rebounds, Carey played college ball for Duke. In his only season for the Blue Devils, Carey played well, averaging 18 points and 9 rebounds. Declaring for the 2020 draft, Carey was drafted 32nd to the Hornets. After bouncing from multiple NBA teams and G League teams, Carey is now out of the NBA and plays overseas in Turkey. The 5th ranked player was RJ Hampton from Little Elm High School. RJ averaged 32 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists, and 4 steals, and even started his own reality show on Overtime. Instead of college, Hampton followed Lamelo and played 1 season in the NBL before being drafted. RJ was drafted with the 24th pick. This past season, he averaged 6 points for the Magic and Pistons but was waived in June. Ranked 4th and probably the best player in this class was Anthony Edwards from Holy Spirit School. After a great season at Georgia, Ant-Man was drafted 1st overall by Minnesota. Edwards is now one of the best young players in the league. This summer, Ant was the best player on the Team USA FIBA team, and despite balling out, USA wasn't even able to medal. Fans are expecting a huge leap for him even after averaging 24 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists last season. Ranked 3rd was Isaiah Stewart from La Lumiere School. In his senior season, Stewart averaged 18 points, 11 rebounds, and 3 blocks, later committing to play for Washington with fellow 5-star recruit Jayden McDaniels. After playing 1 season, Isaiah was drafted 16th by the Blazers and later traded to the Pistons. Isaiah averaged 11 points and 8 rebounds this season for the Pistons, but is better known for attempting to murder LeBron James. Should the NBA not work out, the Detroit Lions are right next door. Ranked 2nd in the class of 2019 was explosive guard Callan Anthony from Oak Hill Academy. Most people know Cole as he went viral for his charismatic personality and explosive athleticism. After averaging a triple-double for Oak Hill, Cole went on to average 19 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists in college for North Carolina. Being drafted 15th by the Magic, Cole is now a solid point guard for Orlando, averaging 14 points in his first 3 seasons. Ranked 1st in the class of 2019 was none other than big man James Wiseman from East High School. Although many know Wiseman, it's probably not for a good reason. After dominating high school, Wiseman got into hot water at Memphis and only played 3 games for them. Although barely playing any college basketball, he was still picked 2nd by the Warriors, 1 spot before Lamelo Ball. Wiseman looked like a bust in Golden State, but is reviving his career in Detroit, averaging 12 points in 24 games last season. In conclusion, Lamelo Ball's journey to becoming one of the best young guards in the league was not without its challenges. Despite facing obstacles such as changing schools and playing overseas, Lamelo's talent and determination allowed him to rise to the rankings and make a significant impact in the NBA. As we've explored, there were 20 players ranked above Lamelo in his class, from explosive guards like Scotty Lewis to dominant bigs like James Wiseman, but few actually turned out to be better than Lamelo. In fact, only one did, Anthony Edwards, and to some people, even he isn't better than Lamelo. Were you surprised by anyone on this list? Was someone ranked too high or too low? Let us know. If you enjoy this type of content, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram and TikTok. Thank you.